Yo guys, what's up? It is Tish here, and today I'm in a brand new studio. I'll do a tour on that. This one has a green screen out back, which I don't even know what it's gonna say yet. I got a monitor right there. I'm watching it right now. Actually, it's reversed to what I do, but I got my camera hooked up. I got 3 cameras rolling on this episode. One there, one up there, and the main one right there. And today we're going to be checking out a camera from 1989. Now this is a JVC from 1989, and this is episode 2 of Outdated, which is a new series on my channel. Basically where we review anything from the 19th century all the way up until the year 2000, so nothing digital. On this I got box TVs, I've got cassettes, recorders, JVC cassette players, and I was born in 2004, but I do know a fair bit about this stuff, and let's go ahead and check out this camera. So this is fully working 100%, and I have a plug. I will be doing a footage test, and unlike the rare 1992 Panasonic camera I showed, this one does not need a recorder. It's got a recorder with cassettes and stuff, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I found this in a container, and it has been over 100 degrees Celsius in that container, and this thing is only made for 50 degrees, so it is a very bad image. It used to be full color, you know, and they didn't have high definition or standard definition back then. It was all rather one, but I still have the owner's manual, and that's how I found out the date, because if we go ahead and go where it says set date and time, let's just find it, and this connects to a Telefunken TV. I'll be doing a review on an old Telefunken box TV from 1999. Alright, here's the date. We'll go ahead and find. Alright, so there it is. It says 89, but I'm pretty certain this is 1989. 100% actually. But it's on the date page. So yeah, get that one. I'll just put it to the guest chair, and we'll go ahead and get the actual camera itself. So this was actually my great-grandfather's. He loved cameras, and he had one of the very first cameras from the 1960s that you could get. It was bigger than this, but this has an electronic viewfinder, which is black and white viewfinder, except the camera is actually color. The microphone has unfortunately corroded due to extreme heat, but it does power from a power supply, although it does have 2 batteries, and this is smart how you get the batteries. You basically, there's this handle bit, and you pull it down, so that pulls down, and then here is your battery. I'll go ahead and just get it out. Oh, it's wedged in there quite well. There we go. There's 2 of these. This is the actual one that was made in Japan. The other one is one that's from China. And the batteries have unfortunately corroded, but there's the battery compartment. And I'll go ahead and show you most of the features later, but there's where the cassettes go in. And I do have some brand new cassettes, but they're not JVC brands. But let's check out what else we got in here. So we do have a battery charger, which there's the charger, and then this just slides up in there, so that way, there we go, it's in, but these won't charge. Then there's a straight up power adapter that just goes to the camera. I was about to say camcorder, even though it's not. There's just a random microphone in there, not a part of this, and this is the actual bag that you get with this, so nothing in that compartment. Nothing in there. In the front compartment, let's check it out. So we have what they call cassette adapters, because these are little cassettes. Now a VHS, they're around that size, and this comes in this nice package, but cassette adapters, you basically put the small cassette, which I'll show you later, in there, and then that door opens up, and it takes a battery, and you plug it in, and it spins all the reels and stuff. And I have a Duracell battery. JVC doesn't make batteries, but
we'll go ahead and put this in there. And now this technically, I don't know if it even does work, but you have to insert it to the cassette part itself to find that out, but I'm not sure if this one would work.
So put that in its nice protective case and put that to the side. And what else we got in here? We have that, which is just for different microphone, and then this is a connector. So see that pin? That plugs in right there, and then this plugs into a TV, which this is a Telefunken brand. So I do have a Telefunken TV from 1999, as I said, and it does have the remote input, which is pretty cool. You have the video, which was, what should I say, basically they weren't coloured tips, they're all black, but they're still red and white. There were no, the yellow and white, yellow for video, white for audio. Then there was, today we have a red one, which they didn't have back then because they didn't need it, but there's that to connect to a TV. And these were American, so it does come with this nice adapter, and this is made for worldwide use, and there we go, that just plugs into there. And the retail price for this was very expensive back then. It was a good $200, which that does not seem like a lot back today, but back then that was pretty expensive, well, as my great-grandfather told me. But unfortunately he passed away, and this I said camcorder again, it's a camera video movie, that's what they used to call it. It just got left, and yeah, let's go ahead, and I do have some other components, but I forgot to bring them with me, so I'll go get them and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, I'm back. I got the part. I just had to go looking in a bunch of boxes because I moved from my grandma's to my other grandma's, but I plugged it in just to make it a little bit easier, and I will show you the footage test, and I'll show you it actually working. The other Panasonic camera, I could not get the electronic viewfinder EVF working, but this one does because it's actually built into the camera. It's not just a separate one. But let's get on with these components. So here is another adapter. Here is also a cassette that you get. So this opens up from JVC, and this is the size of the cassette. Now you can see, like, it's pretty big compared to a memory card, which I just don't have on me because I didn't think I'd do this. This thing is humongous. I mean, and you can only record up to 40 minutes on this one, I'm pretty sure. And this was recorded in September 11, 1991. Wait, it just says September 1991, but there it is. So I'll go ahead and show you how that works. Here's another thing and this is brand Telefunken. And Telefunken did make a camera at one stage that was not popular in any sense of way, but they are on eBay. They are pretty expensive, but maybe that might be for another review. But this one has the same connectivity to the I almost said camcorder again, VideoMovie camera to the AV cables, but this one's much more complex. See this box? This plugs into antenna cables, right? So you got the antenna in, which this is in German or something, and antenna out. And how I know it's antenna in and antenna out, because it does have arrows, and that says EIN, which obviously you could definitely rank it up to say in, and AUS, which stands for Australia, but you know, it's just about out. And then you go ahead and plug your into the out section and plug the antenna cable into the TV. Then you had to tune this to the channel on your TV right at the back so that you could view it. That was a much more complex way that I'm not going to set up, but I might try on my television to set this all up with AV cables. I have it all set up to that camera, the main one, not these two, them two are just lonely. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So the power button is on the back. It says power, and as you can see, a red light lights up, and the viewfinder is on.
but it is on playback mode, and these cassettes, these ones that were in the container, are pretty well stuffed. But go ahead and show this camera. I hope it saw that. You can even just see that in the camera up there. But if we go ahead and slide this down, you can hear it do all its wiring. Now we're going to eject the cassette tape. Ready? This is cool. See that? Today we just literally have to open a little thing, but that's so much cooler. This one says, boys, this is my granddad, and a few grandchildren of my great-granddad. I wasn't around, I was born in 2004. This is more when my mum was like 7, I think. She's like 33 now. She was in a vlog, but that one probably would have been of my granddad and stuff. And there's one cassette. Empty cassette, here it is. Nope, that's the other one. The empty cassette I have somewhere, which I'll get, but anyway, so to insert a cassette, just for this use, I'll use this one. You push it in, you have to have the letters facing towards you if you're doing it this way. Push it in, wait, no, switch it around, and then you push it in, and then you go ahead and close it. Now it's doing all its wiring and stuff. And I'll go ahead and eject it and then put it back in. There we go. I just got a little bit of view because this one, being in storage so long, it's rather iffy. But if I show you, when I push this in, you'll see it sort of change and then change back. It better have done it that time. But we'll go ahead and eject it, change it to record mode, and inject. Okay, it's not seeming to work, which is absolutely understandable for the age of this model. I really don't blame it. There we go. Oh, wait, and it's gone back again. See, this is older than, this is actually, I was about to say older than my mum, but my mum was born in 1993, I think. Don't know her birthday. But this is a good, 28 years old. So it is classed as antique. Anything over the age of 20 is classed as an antique, which is pretty cool. The Panasonic camera, I think that was an antique too. By memory, that was 94, 92, one of them. But right now, just trying to get it to go there, and I'll go ahead and get the new cassette, which honestly I think I have to go get. So I'll go get that and be right back with you. Alright, I'm back with the new cassette. That's great. So here's the new cassette. We'll go ahead and slot it in. And now I'm probably going to take like 30 minutes just trying to get this to get under record mode. There it was, and there it goes. Sometimes powering it down does work, but as I said before, this thing's exceeding its maximum temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. It's pretty well stuffed, but I don't know if I will be able to record. But praise the Lord, I should be able to. The mic, I would say, is pretty well stuffed up. And then I got my cassette converter, which I used in the previous video, because the studio camera I did of Panasonic required a separate recorder, which I used a JVC one. Hey, JVC. So we'll go ahead and press some buttons here. Why not? Oh, guys,
Guys, we finally got it. Woo! Let's check this out.
Oh, for crying out loud. It better still be on it. Woo! That's incredible. Yes, we did it, guys. It's on the record mode. I'll show the camera one more time and move it around this time, so praise the Lord, the camera's picking it up quite well. Yes, finally. Now I'll plug this into the TV at the end of the video, hopefully I can actually see myself. Now let's go ahead and try zooming in. Yep, quite smoothly. Ready? Yep, I'm just zooming into my main camera right now. I'm not filming yet, but why not? Let's go ahead and press it, and I will go ahead and use the audio from this, because the audio quality, I don't know if it will be fantastical mundo, but it should be quite well. I'm hoping, anyway. But yeah, it's a nice piece of history. So let's go ahead and get some footage to test.
Alright, so guys, this is the next day. It's yesterday was Thursday, today's Friday. I tried to get the footage off the cassette, and something's wrong with the reader. It's not coming out right, and I just had to sort of scratch the footage, but we're still doing this episode because you get to see it on the TV. I woke up about 10 minutes ago. I'm pretty tired. I slept until like 11, actually 10:55, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll get you to see that in the next clip, but yeah, just alright, so that is the JVC. I do not know the code number, but the VideoMovie camera, and it is quite well. Now, should we go ahead and try plugging into my TV? That's what I'm curious about, because I don't really want to have to get my TV in my studio, but and my cameras can't pick up the TV too well. But if you guys would like me, you know what, I may as well try it. Let's go ahead and get the cord for it. I've only got my main camera filming right now. My secondary ones are off. But yeah, I'll set up it all around and we'll check it out. Okay, I have it all hooked up. And finally you are seeing what I actually see. I have got the camera just to my side. Let me just get it over there. It's here. The cord goes all the way back here. I don't have the TV turned on yet. I'm gonna be honest, I am very scared, but button. Is it gonna turn on? Yep, it's on. So it's gonna turn on the yeah, that comes up, but it will fix the current picture does not satisfy. Oh guys, can you actually see that? Look at that, that's me. Oh, wow. So that's a real look into this thing. I wonder if this is what you guys see. Comment down below. Actually, no, I'll watch the footage. Holy mackerel. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. This is actually amazing. Absolutely incredible. I am zooming in right now, and oh my gosh, look at the date print. Oh, you guys don't know how long I've tried to get this camera to work. This is real excitement. I'm gonna put it in front. Look, this is, I don't even know how to explain. Look, there's my SDI HD50. Here's me. Holy moly. No way. That's absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm stoked. Honestly, I I thought this camera would have been, like, I knew it worked because it filmed, but I didn't even know if it was recording the film under the cassettes because sometimes the readers were pretty broken. But this just confirms that this is what you guys would have had to see because, like, oh, I want to try and get it when it's focused like it was at first, and then it just goes out of autofocus for some absolute random dumb reason. But it looks, I'd say an imagery sensor's damaged, which, what about if I press focus lock? Alright, you can sort of make out the room now. I just press focus lock. No way, that's insane. Like, there's my cupboard. I just have to leave it for a bit and it fixes itself, but oh my gosh. This is incredible. Like, I don't even, I'm no idea. Just no idea. I'm breathless. This has been my passion, fixing cameras, working on cameras, and there's a fair few people who, even some family members, that say you will never get that working, you know. Well, this just proves it. I accomplished my goal. I got this stuff working. This has been my dream for ages, and like, look, there's the TV remote. You can sort of make it out. It's definitely not as good as it would have been, but I did actually do a fair bit of work to this. But like, really, this is breathtaking. I actually get to see it for the very first time. So what's the date? What's it say? No, it doesn't keep up the date. Holy moly. It says the 15th of the 12th, which is December 2016. This was back in 1990. 1990 was when my grandfather got this, but it was made in 1989. But 1990 was when he bought this, and he set the date back then, and it has kept the date the whole time. That's insane. Heck, this camera that I'm gonna point to with this camera, it's gonna be hard to see, isn't it? Harsh. But this camera, it's very difficult to make up, but there's a camera right there. It doesn't keep the date, and that's a 2008 model, and it doesn't keep the date. It always resets. This one is so old, and I'm keeping this. So many people said you should throw it out. It's not going to be useful, but this just proves it. This proves that this thing is useful. This proves that I have done some good with some camera, and I am absolutely stoked. And I think I'll just end the video right here because I'm on a high note. I'm just playing the piano all on the high notes, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's try to do it on this. Yeah, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. If you wish, go ahead and leave a dislike because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And peace.